So in today's class we are going to be writing a C program to print this pattern, and we have to use loops for the same. So as you see, the pattern is of the type of a triangular form. It has one asterisk sign on the first line, then 3 asterisk signs, then 5 asterisk signs, and then 7 asterisk signs, and then it goes on. So for this you have to ask the number of rows required in the output from the user. So the number of rows present should be an input from the user. So we could use any loops, while loops, do while loops, or anything. I'll be using for loops for the same in this today's class. So let us see how to write. Let's use online compiler for the same. First of all, we have to declare whichever variables we require. So let's say we require I and j. Currently we'll just declare these 3 variables. When we require more, let's declare the remaining variables. So first of all, we have to take input of number of rows from the user. So let us put a message saying enter the number of rows, that the user is aware. After this, we have to store the number of rows in a variable called, we can call it as r, since I have already declared the variable r before. After this starts the main program, where we have to write all the loops for printing the pattern. So first of all, let us start with the outermost loop, which is actually going to handle the number of rows in the pattern. So that should be, suppose say I loop, so I less than r I plus plus. After this, the inner loop we are going to be having after this is to print spaces. Now as you see over here, there are spaces which have to be printed before printing this asterisk sign. So how many spaces? Basically 1, 2, 3 spaces. After that follows the asterisk sign. So because of which we have to write another for loop within the outer for loop to only print spaces. So let's use the variable k for that. So how to print the spaces? Let's use these conditions. You will understand this better when we take one example for this loop, basically to trace it. So it is a decrement loop. The loop variable is k, and we are going to do is printing of space inside it. That's it. After this, after we are done with the for loop of printing spaces, we have to now write a for loop for printing the asterisk sign. So let's write a for loop for that. Let's use a variable, say j equal to 0, j less than equal to I into 2, where I is the outer variable, outer loop variable. Okay, so j for loop. Inside of the j for loop, we are doing printing of the asterisks. So just put a printf statement, put the asterisk sign, end it with a semicolon, and after this let's leave a line, because everything will appear on the same line if we don't add a new line character over here. So that is it with the program. We have not declared the variable k. Let's declare k since we have used it, and that's it. Let us execute the program and see if we are getting correct output or if we are getting any kind of syntax errors. Okay, scanf D has an this is a mistake over here. Okay, let us stop the editing. I have forgotten to put the ampersand sign for the scanf statement. It wouldn't take the input. Okay, now enter the number of rows. Let us say we want 5 rows. Press enter, we get the 5 rows. Let's run the program again. Suppose we say enter 3 rows, we have got 3 rows. Let's run the program again. Suppose we say 2 rows, we have just 2 rows. Let's enter a bigger number. Let's enter like about 10 rows maybe, and this is how we get the 10 rows of the pattern. Okay, so the program works absolutely correct. Now what exactly happens in the program is, as I mentioned to you, this loop is for taking care of the number of rows. So this is for number of rows. I'll put comment statements so that you know what each row means. This loop is for number of spaces. So to keep a count of how many spaces should be printed, this loop is used. This loop does the job of printing the asterisk sign, so it keeps a count of how many number of asterisk signs are required. So loop for printing stars, or I would say asterisks. Okay, fine. So this is how it is. Now let us take an example for the same. First time over here I will be equal to 0 and I should be less than R. So suppose number of rows we have to print is, suppose say 4, then I should be less than 4. So I is less than 4, hence you will be executing this part of it. Now what does this part do? Let's take an example. So directly assign K what is in R. So what is in R? That is 4. So which means 4 is directly assigned to the variable K, and K is checked for the condition greater than I plus 1. Now what is I over here? I is 0 the first time. So 0 plus 1 is 1. So K is first assigned to 4 and it checks for is K greater than 1. If yes, you will print space first time. So first time space is printed. So first time space gets printed. I'm just putting comment statements over here so that you understand. So first time space will be printed. After this, what happens is K will get incremented. So K will then become, K will get decremented. K will get decremented because it's a decrement for loop. So K will get decremented to one number lesser. So next time I will update K's value, which will be now 3. So is 3 greater than 1? Of course. So after this what will happen is second space will be printed in the for loop. So second space is printed. After that I will get decremented again, once again. Not I, sorry, the K variable will get decremented and K will become 2. So is 2 greater than 1? Is this condition true? Of course it is true. So one more time you will print the space variable. So third space is printed. After this I will be again decremented, and now I am again saying I am sorry, it is K. Again K will be decremented. After decrementing K to 1, it decrements to 1. Is 1 greater than 1? No, because 1 is equal to 1, it's not greater than 1. So this condition fails, hence you would not print the fourth space. You will just print 3 spaces. That's how the pattern looks like. First time you would have only 3 spaces if the number of rows is 4. Okay, as you see over here. there will be 1, 2, 3 spaces since the number of rows is 4. After this, what will happen is this loop will be done. You're no more going to be executing the K for loop. Now you will be executing the J for loop. So what J for loop does is it just prints the asterisk sign. So how will it print? First of all, J will be first time will be equal to 0, and you have to check for is J less than equal to I into 2. Now I is 0 because the first time I is executing it is 0 obviously. So 0 into 2 is 0. Okay. So this is the condition you have to check for. Is J less than equal to 0? If J is 0, is 0 less than equal to 0? Yes. So you will print asterisk sign. So you will print first time, first asterisk sign. So first star is printed. After that, what happens is this variable J is incremented. So J will be now 1 after this. Now you have to check, is 1 less than equal to 0? 1 is not less than equal to 0. 1 is greater than 0. Hence, only one asterisk will be printed in the first line. As you see over here, only one asterisk is printed in the first line. After that, you will come out from this loop, which is a J loop, and print this line. So which means the cursor will go to the next line now. After that, you will increment the I variable because I am now exiting out from the I loop and going back. So I variable will be incremented. So I will be next time 1. I will update over here on the screen. I will be now 1. So is 1 less than 4? Yes. So again you have to do all these things, like first you will print the spaces and then you would print the asterisk sign once again for I equal to 1.